My name is Odi-Olowo. I'm the chairman, Nigerian Red Cross Society, Mushin Division.
My name is I'm the health advisor for the Nigerian Red Cross Society, Mushin Division.
Ainopo, the divisional training advisor.
My name is Solomoneka from Nigerian Red Cross Society, Lagos State Branch.
I'm Mrs. Faith Okoli, a brand manager working with Nimeth International Pharmaceuticals PLC.
Today is for the walk to create awareness for the deworming exercise.
We are going to all the primary schools in Mushin. We have 76 of them, and we also have 8 other private primary schools that we are also going to those schools to deworm the children in the schools. And we selected those 8 because they have Red Cross registered in their schools. And that means we'll be going to 84 primary schools in Mushin. So we are prepared for this. We have the drugs ready, and we also have other people supporting this program. Coca-Cola is also supporting this program. They are going to give us the water that will be used for this event. And apart from that, we have a group of people that decided to also fund this deworming exercise. They are staff of a particular company who contributed 1 million naira to support this program. A round of applause for them. We have everything we need. Today, what we are doing is a road walk.
The program continues on Monday with a public lecture based on the prevention of cardiovascular disease. Many people don't know that there are some diseases.
The work we just rounded up now is about our Health Week, Health and Safety Week. And today we are creating awareness for the deworming exercise that will be taking place in public and private schools in Mushin. We are looking at the 4 primary schools, and the total number of pupils we are looking at covering will be about 20,000.
We are starting off the program today, going to have a health talk. One from Nigerian Pharmaceuticals to talk to us about deworming, and then from a nurse to talk to us about the cardiovascular diseases, because cardiovascular diseases are prevalent in our society right now. And then also to talk to us about road safety, somebody from the Road Safety Corps.
There is a problem between the heart and those vessels that carry blood. It's a disorder that is called cardiovascular disease, and we have several. The very first one there is what we call the coronary heart disease, popularly called heart attack. How many of you have seen someone collapse with a heart attack before? What's the first thing you see them do? If you see what do you see them do? They hold their hearts. Okay? What has happened? The heart just stops. Leave it alone. Something's just correct themselves. So let's reduce our stress. And I will say it over and over. Just like smoking, people who smoke are liable to die young. People who do alcohol also are liable. So as much as possible, let's avoid alcohol. There is something we can do for the adults. We need to know some numbers. It's very important. What's your blood pressure? You need to find out what your blood pressure is. You need to know what your blood sugar is, especially when you wake up in the morning. Before you have any food, please find out what your blood sugar is. You need to know your blood cholesterol. Gone are the days that they say it's very fat people that have high cholesterol. These days, because of our American diet, we now have slim people whose cholesterol is very high. So we need to know those levels. Children are going to run a bit slow. And then you need to see your doctor to get all those details. Check your weight, check your height.
The people in that vehicle, you saw 2 people, they were waiting for their friends. When the vehicle came, they joined, 2 of them. 4 people, 3 people were already in the vehicle when the 2 joined them. The people in front were on seat belts. The 2 people at the back were on seat belts. The 3rd person was not on belts. Did you notice that? So when they had an accident with oncoming vehicle, the person that was not wearing seat belt was the one you saw falling forward, just like that. Because there was nothing holding him.
It is very, very laudable, and we need to really applaud that, because worm infestation, age has nothing to do with it. And as we go on in this presentation, you will understand why we say that for worm infestation, age has nothing to do with it. So we know that as we are all seated here, that some of us have worms. the life cycle of the hookworm. When there is any egg in the feces, if it is a fertilized egg, it goes through the various processes of its development, and then it is habited in the soil. If anybody plays around barefooted in an environment or an area where there is hookworm eggs, the female form of the hookworm will now penetrate through the skin of the individual.
Don't take all those things before. Ibi.
Take it now.
No, once I'm taking yours, you have to this side, not this side. Huh? Where are you?
Oh, yeah. Take it now. In your mouth.
It's sweet. It's sweet.
Yeah, drink it.
Drink it again.
You are taking your
Yeah, drink.
I shoot you.
If you take it, you can go to your class.
You are taking yours.
Yeah. Do you want them to force it again? You know, force it.
Taking yours.
If you want water, go to your
I'm not really getting the picture. You guys are too fast. Let them come outside. Yeah. Okay.
Let's go. Imagine one being here, Mama.
I can't give you because we are not.
To me, they've gained a lot. Because going back to school, I know they will want to talk about it in the sense that one, about the importance of road crossing and using seat belts. Then the deworming exercise and the other one, cardiovascular disease.
To deworm their children is a very good exercise, and the government should try to complement the efforts of the Nigerian Red Cross Society, being a voluntary organization. They should complement their efforts to see that the children are dewormed from time to time, so as to free them from this worm and all other illness.
It's a very good exercise because worm is a parasite in children, and if children are not being dewormed every 3 months, it could cause another thing in them. So when I was given the notice that day, I was very happy and I welcomed the idea. I pray that the Lord will empower Red Cross, the Lord will give them goodness to continue with the good work.
Handworm, hookworm, and tapeworm.
Judith, what's your advice to parents on the deworming?
Parents will deworm their children every 3 months.
The deworming exercise particularly was very challenging for us in the sense that it was the first time we are doing it in Mushin, and we had to source for funds, and luckily we got some from friends and colleagues. We also got support from Coca-Cola. They provided us with Ever Water, 170 packs, and Nimet also subsidized the deworming drug that we used. So that's really helped. However, the logistics of moving things around and the people that volunteered to carry out the exercise was a bit challenging for us. And locating the schools also was a bit challenging. What we had to do was to create a map and then zone Mushin into 4 different zones. And that helped us a little bit. Our plan is to have detachments, first of all, in all the 4 zones in Mushin. Presently, we have 4 detachments, but they are not really strategically located. And so we are looking at another one in Ilupeju axis, and then one in Odi-Olowo axis. Apart from this, there are secondary schools and primary schools that have Red Cross in them. And what we do is to go to these schools as often as we can, and we also train their teachers, the teachers in charge, about first aid and how they can better train their students. So all this we do to encourage students to join Red Cross and to get the benefits of being members of the Red Cross Society. And Red Cross does a number of things, training in schools on first aid and the likes. And at this point, I want to sincerely appreciate all our sponsors, Coca-Cola Nigeria Limited. I would like to specially thank the brand managers, Mr. Otomeoyo, Nimet Pharmaceutical, and also Philips Pharmaceutical for their support. I want to use this opportunity to also thank the head of Palm Avenue Health Center for granting us the opportunity to use the Palm Avenue Health Center as our base. Well, for a long time, the Mushin division has been in existence, and we've been making use of a very small area in the Palm Avenue Health Center, just around the corridor. And this has been like 15 years now. We have actually written letters to the local government, the Mushin local government, and the Odi-Olowo local government development council. And we are yet to hear from them. We need a space, a secretariat where we can work from. That way we'll be able to coordinate our activities better, and we'll be able to be of greater use to the community that we are meant to serve. And for all friends and colleagues who contributed to making this exercise a success, I say a big thank you.
I want to say a very big thank you as well, because in this program we're not alone. The men and women of the press have been of great importance in covering this event. We have people from LTV, from Choice FM, from Unilag FM, from the Sun newspaper, the Nation newspaper, and Media Rights. Thank you.